I recently had a nostalgic moment where I listened to a song I listened to a lot of like 5 years ago, and back then I was in very deep pain and my life wasn't like great and awesome. But the nostalgic moment, it felt like I took a moment, a second, and I just said to myself, wow, it was an awesome, fucking amazing time. And even though in the present moment back then, like 5 years ago, I was feeling like a total piece of shit, and I was like not feeling awesome and amazing. Now looking back at the time, it feels like it was awesome and amazing. And we always have these nostalgic feelings about the past. We like remember your childhood. You probably have some nostalgic feelings, and you are like, wow, I had so less problems back then. Life was just more careless and free. And but when you were a kid, it wasn't. When you were a kid, you were fucking scared that the monsters in your under your bed, and these were your problems, and these were real problems. But you don't see that when like a few years after it. But I think the lesson we should took out of such thoughts and such moments are just that we should realize, or we should like really try to be grateful even when we are in pain in the present moment, even when not everything is feeling awesome and amazing and careless and all these feelings we want so desperately. Not every present moment can feel like it, and that's okay. Sometimes we are in pain and fear and sad emotions and negative emotions in general, but we can try to be grateful for that anyways. Practice gratefulness is one of the best things, or the feeling of pure gratefulness is one of the best feelings I ever had. And when I felt the most happy and fulfilled and almost enlightened in my entire life was when I was just grateful for where I am today. Not like we always think we there's something missing, right? We need a partner, we need to graduate, we need more money, we need to achieve certain goals, certain success. We always tell ourselves, but when you do this, you automatically tell yourself that there's something missing in the present moment. The second there's something missing in the present moment, you cannot be grateful anymore. But even in Buddhism and in, I'm sure in many other religions, they say, I think the Christians say that too, that gratefulness should be always there and we should practice it. We are so scared the second we feel grateful in the present moment, and we feel like we are enough, we have enough, and life is just we we think we let go of our goals. That why we hold on to the goals and think we are enough in the present moment. Like it's this it's so difficult to deal with future and the present moment. We really think that we let ourselves down the second we feel grateful in the present moment. But you don't let yourself down. You actually do something healthy for you. I think letting yourself down is do stuff to yourself which isn't healthy for you, which feels like there's something wrong. And like I spend many time with try to work for my goals and have these goals, and there's nothing wrong with a great and awesome dream. It's fucking beautiful to have dreams and clear visions, but it should feel beautiful in the present moment. The moment you like are scared of not achieving a goal, or you're scared of a bad future, like this future anxiety, we all know this, it's hurting you in the present moment, and I think it's too much. It can't be good for us. All the answers we are looking for are in the present moment. We don't find answers in the future. The moment we are grateful for the present moment, we can feel that it's healthy, and it is. How should it be like, how could it ever be wrong for you? We think it's wrong because we think we lose the drive for working for the goals, because we get told, we get taught from a young age that we should work for material success. We should graduate, we should make money. And yeah, we can do that. Of course we can do. But is it hurting you in the present moment? Or can you live this life with feeling like already enough and fulfilled in the present moment? We work for all these goals with the intention of finally feeling enough. And we work for these goals with the intention of losing these feelings of lack. But that shouldn't be the intention. I think we should work already without the feeling of lack. We should work fulfilled and grateful for what we have and where we are, and that there's nothing wrong with where we are, even without us achieving the goal. We work, we go for things, we go for love, for partners, for money. We go for all these things because we deeply believe that this will bring just the peace and the joy and everything positive we want in life. The second you tell yourself that story is the second you can never live fulfilled and with joy without it. I don't think that that's how it works. We go for things with the intention of feeling how we want to feel. We go for things in our lives always in the present moment with the feeling of lack. We go for it and work for it and hustle and hustle and hustle. And we tell ourselves we aren't enough when we don't have it. And we saw so many people online and wherever, they told us that they achieved something, and they said that nothing has changed for them mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. But we go for it anyways every single fucking day. And we think that finally fucking achieving it will bring us the peace and joy and the like quietness in our mind we always want every day. But in reality, we achieve the goal when we live in that quietness, in joy, in fulfillment, in peace already without it. You may get the money or the like whatever goal you have before feeling fulfilled. You might get it. But what comes with it? It's fear that you lose it. It's fear that you still aren't enough. Fear that it's not giving you the validation you think you have, like get. And these negative emotions don't stop. They will never stop when we don't learn to be grateful for the present moment and what we have. There are countries in the world, really poor countries, and there are people like, I was in Asia, in Nepal, and there were people, they had nothing. Kids without parents. These were the happiest kids I ever saw. They were open, they were honest, and they were just, they didn't have the problem of like how big your iPad screen is. Like the problems of the modern kid in the Western civilization, like, just to compare that. But what I want to say is that there are people who have nothing, and they are probably more fulfilled than many people who have way more. Of course, there are people who are fulfilled and they have material success. But these are like, when we think of people who are very fulfilled and very rich, and these are the people who either don't spend the money, they like have it on a bank account and leave it there, and they don't spend money or give all the money away. They help people with it. And I deeply believe every person who is like deeply fulfilled with the present moment and grateful for the present moment, they will tell you that money isn't it. They will tell you that anything, not just forget just money, forget like every material thing you crave. You crave a car, you crave a house, you crave a beautiful wife, a beautiful husband, you crave all of this material stuff, you crave a new pair of beautiful shoes, you crave, like, we crave so many fucking material things. The world is made of this, and we get taught to crave this. It's deeply in our system, right? There are people who don't have much material things, and there are people who have much material things. Which one is happier? Which one is more fulfilled? You cannot say. Maybe he, maybe her, maybe like, only because someone has material things, big house, fast car, doesn't mean he's more fulfilled. Maybe he is, maybe. The point is just, you can be fulfilled with whatever you have right now, where you are. Like all of the shit we tell ourselves like the I saw people, they were deeply unfulfilled with where they live. They think they need to go to a fucking different country in order to finally be happy. But I don't ever think that that can be true. When we feel such lack, like nothing from the outside can fill that. Should be the goal to be fulfilled and in peace in any place in the world. Shouldn't we be in a position where the fucking place we are at shouldn't matter at all? Shouldn't we be in a position that the money we have or don't have, like, should that matter? Should it matter what your, if you have a partner or not? Should it matter how the partner looks? Should it matter like what your degree is, what grades you have? You can ask yourself the question, should that matter to you? Or do you want to live a life where this doesn't matter? Maybe you want it to matter for you, and I don't judge it. Absolutely not. And that's completely okay. But there are many people like me, I don't want that stuff to matter for me. I want to live like in this very present moment. I want the feelings I always like. What I want to say is it's you cannot always feel, even when you are like the perfect monk and even the best like Buddhist monks and everything who's reach enlightenment and all this stuff, they will probably tell you that you cannot feel like grateful and always fulfilled and happy and joyful in every single second. I shouldn't think I don't think that that should be the goal, but just don't not feeling lack and being okay with like it doesn't matter if you maybe sometimes feel fear or if you are in pain. It will come if we want it or not, but have this deep, deep knowing that everything's okay and you love yourself anyways with where you are and what you are right now. We have to dig really, really deep in our minds to reach that, but the the results are fucking amazing. I had weeks of being just thankful and grateful where I was for every small thing that the day had. I went out and I was so in love with everything I saw because it was when you truly practice gratefulness, every small detail you normally totally oversee. Like you see a dog, maybe you see snow, or you see a squirrel, or you see small things, and it's just so amazing. It's the amazing, like the most beautiful thing you can have. And we can bring ourselves in a position where we just live every single day like being grateful for everything that happens to us, being grateful for the person who's talking to you, being grateful for what you see, where you are, grateful for everything, grateful for ourselves. And like we tell ourselves so many times that when we like appreciate small things, our life isn't worth much. We should appreciate like the big success and the big things. We can only appreciate the present moment when we are in fucking vacation on the beach in New York or wherever in LA, and when everything looks so perfect. Only then we can like we tell ourselves. I did it so many times. I told myself I can only appreciate the present moment when I like having a big presentable moment. With this mindset, there can never be like this peaceful, grateful state of mind. Isn't it fucking it, it it doesn't fucking matter where we are. It doesn't fucking matter if the moment is like presentable or big. You can sit on a fucking bus station and it's freezing cold, it rains and it's cloudy, and just be in a situation where so many people would be fucking depressed about, but you can truly see the beauty in every single situation, on any like any single place, with whatever weather it is, every random moment in your life, you can see the beauty in. Doesn't matter which time it is, where you are, what the weather is, how you look, how the like people around you look. All of this, forget that. You can see the beauty you normally only see when allow yourself to see when you're at the beach on vacation. That beauty, you can allow yourself to feel it anywhere and always. And that's what I call being grateful for anything, for the small things too. Isn't that beautiful? Don't we want partners who are like that? Like appreciate the small things? Isn't that like romantic? Be romantic with yourself. Be the person. I truly, truly believe in the benefits of that. Gratefulness is one of the most important things. Gratefulness of the present moment. One of the most important things we can practice in our lives. I hope like I hope you got the message in a way, and I'm really looking forward to how you react. Maybe some likes, maybe some comments. I would be so fucking happy to see a few comments or likes. I would be so happy. I see the views on my videos. Sometimes it's not much, but with YouTube, I am totally able to appreciate and be grateful for the small things. And when it's one like, it's one like, and it's fucking amazing. So thank you very much for listening. And I'm hoping we see each other in the next video. Thank you.